So what's going on, guys? Metal Rod Productions here. Today I'm going to do a new review about the AAT, or Armored Assault Tank if you will. So this is a great 2020 set. It's one of the most desirable sets of this wave, together with the 501st Battle Pack, and mainly because of the minifigures. This set comes with great minifigures, with a great Ahsoka and a 332nd Trooper, and two great battle droids. They're actually listed as let me see, battle droid and an AAT driver battle droid, but they're the same figure. So anyway, we're gonna dive deep down the minifigures first, and after that we're going to take a look at the build, the AAT itself. So let's jump right into the figs. So of course I have to start off with Ahsoka Tano. It's the best minifigure we have of her by far. This is her season 7 appearance. With the longer hairpiece, which actually also used in her Rebel uniform, or Rebels uniform. But yeah, this is by far the greatest figure in this set. Comes with two lightsabers, and I put the hilt upside down, and if you're a little bit of an OG, you probably understand why I did that. Anyway, this figure is looking fine. This figure is looking very, very good. This is the best figure we have of Ahsoka by far. So anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of a closer look right here. Right, so now that the lightsabers are off, let's take a closer look at the figure itself. So anyway, this hairpiece is looking really cool. It's a special rubber material. Let me turn it around for a second. It's going all the way back, don't worry. The legs can move up and down just fine. But this is a very special rubber kind of type. I've never seen it before, but it's quite a cool piece. The Ahsoka minifigure from 2008 or 2009. Anyway, that figure that was included in the Y-wing bomber. That one had a shorter hairpiece because she was a Padawan at the time, but that was made of a different kind of plastic, and this is kind of made of a very soft plastic, maybe kind of rubbery type material. But the printing on it looks great. Now, when I look close, I see her blue paint right here on the at the bottom right here. It's kind of wearing off. I looked online and I saw people complaining about that fact as well. I don't know if it's going to wear out even more, but it's fine as it is right now. But I hope that the paint will be intact. So anyway, her season 7 appearance, I have no idea what this gray thing is supposed to be, but it's kind of her, it's not really a hair tie, but it's a thing that she has on her head, but it's a little bit on the top. It should be right down here. It should be touching or all the way down here. So it's supposed to be orange, then this gray piece, and then it should be the white rubber piece. But it's a little bit of a long white gap. I don't know if it's difficult to print it all the way down here. I suppose it is, because otherwise they would have done it by now. But anyway, great looking figure. So let me show her torso. So I have to remove the hairpiece real quick. So this is her first expression. She has a second expression as well. I'm sorry. But this torso is looking really great. A lot of detail in here, and you can kind of see the silver, metallic silver they used for her. I guess they did a kind of a belt kind of thing, but nice looking detail. Some gold thrown into there as well. Really nice looking figure. Also has some printing on the belt piece. Looks really nice. Also printing for the legs. I mean, this is just a great figure. Also, they use this metallic paint for the back as well, for the belt on the back. So they continue that printing around the back, which is nice. No printing at the back as well. That's kind of boring, kind of a shame. I don't know if printing on the back of the legs has ever been done before, but I mean, it's 2020 now, Lego, so why won't you do that? I mean, you probably have the resources for it. But anyway, this is her, let me refocus here real quick. So this is her second expression. Let me put this hairpiece back. Excuse the band-aid, I work in a workshop, so excuse me. But anyway, this is her second expression, a little bit of a smirk face, just more neutral. I like it when they do that. Yeah, great looking figure. So let's go to the next figure. So on to the next figure. This is a, let me get that right. This is a 332nd Company Trooper of the 501st Legion. That's a mouthful. Anyway, on the box it's just listed as a Ahsoka clone trooper, basically because of the markings on the head. It's a far easier name for kids to understand, of course. Really nice print on the helmet. So the print on the helmet actually has to be kind of Ahsoka's forehead. They kind of replicated that for this company, so you know that's it's her company, so that's really why they choose orange helmets. Really cool though. The printing on a helmet is by far the best printing I've got for every helmet of this wave. What I mean by that is the helmets included in the 501st Legion sets kind of were printed a little bit smudgy. The prints weren't really that detailed, and some even were misprinted. I mean, it's still fine. I still got the 501st Battle Pack, so I'm happy about that in the first place. But to see the quality that I'm used with Lego on this figure is just really nice. Underneath we have the new type of face, the new minifigure head for the 2020 clones right now. So the angry clone face is no more. It's the nougat style angry, or well, not really angry, but neutral clone face right now, which is great. Front of the torso looks really great. Printing looks pristine. The blue is really sharp on here. Also, we also have some printing on the legs, also on the feet, which is really nice. I haven't had many minifigures before with feet printing, so that's just really nice. From the back, a little bit boring. You can't really see any markings from the back, so it just looked like a standard clone trooper. But yeah, it's a great figure. It's the only set you can get this figure in today. So yeah, let's go to the next figure. Great figure, so let's move on. So this is the next figure. I'm not really sure what figure this is, because on the box, like I said before, this is listed as a battle droid, but you also get a second one, and that is supposed to be a AAT driver battle droid. So you make the decision which one is which. But anyway, just for the record, you get two of these, so that should be clear by now. You kind of see some nice printing on the head. That printing is looking really great. It's really sharp, but I was astonished by the fact that they could print on these well, yeah, kind of rounded pieces. I mean, if you look from straight down, you can see, let me grab my stick right here, you can kind of see that this piece is kind of rounded, you see. So it's kind of amazing that Lego could print stuff like that. Really great. But it comes with the standard blaster, but what I was kind of surprised with is that this blaster is gunmetal grade. That's right, this is a gunmetal grade blaster. And if I take my clone trooper here for a second, you can kind of see, you see the color difference between them? That's right, you get two different types of blasters in this set, which is, I mean, I've never seen that before. I haven't even seen this piece in gunmetal gray. But yeah, it's cool that Lego uses different blasters, I guess. I mean, a little bit unnecessary in my opinion, but still a great looking figure. I mean, it's a little bit boring to still get this same figure, let's be honest, guys. So now that we had all the figures, let's move to the AAT, the main build of this set. This is the AAT. So to many of you guys, this has been a weird model, a weird build for this model. Many of you said that you prefer the 2008 version, which is nice, but it's not what we got. Let's get that straight. This is a different AAT, and I'm fine with that. I like this design. The only thing that I kind of agree with is this cannon. When I saw the box, I was okay with this cannon. When I saw pictures in real life, I was okay with this cannon. But when I built it, I realized how oversized it was compared to the body of the AAT. So a lot of arguments have been made that this barrel should probably stop at the end of the front of this build, but it's not what Lego intended. So this is what we're going to get. When you open up the box, everything comes in bags. You get the instruction manual as well, but these pieces, so the left and the right piece, actually are loose in the box. It's a minifigure sized AAT. That's what we are getting, but I'm totally fine with that. I mean, the previous, or 2008 AT, or AAT, I'm sorry, was bigger. This is still a great model. I mean, I'm not complaining about it at all. It's just a smaller one, and they had to make a few compromises to this model. So anyway, the best look for this tank, in my opinion, is if you open up this hatch, you put your battle droid in there. In my opinion, this is the best look for display purposes. I mean, this is just great. Just a commanding battle droid at the top, which is looking great. But anyway, if you were to close the hatch, you can just put this all the way down, just like that. You can just put the hatch down with the minifigure in it, but you have to move his head forward like that, and then you can close the hatch. Really easy. With the second figure, let me get it right here. So you can open it up right here, and there is just enough room for a battle droid. So I put him in there. He's not connected by anything, not by studs, not by plates, not by these wedges that you wedge between the feet. No, he actually stops from moving out because of this tile at the front that stops it from moving out with the feet. But anyway, with this figure inside, you can just see that you can just close this hatch, and there are two battle droids in here. So I mean, for storage, this is a really nice function, but for display purposes, why would you put one here and one here with both hatches closed? I mean, I won't do that. On the side, we have these cannon kind of pieces. In previous reviews I've seen of this model, I learned that this is a rangefinder and this is just a cannon. I've also heard that this is not really accurate. It should be upside down, so the longer barrel should be at top and the rangefinder at the bottom. But yeah, I think this looks great as well. Anyway, have stud shooters right here. I mean, they're hidden okay. I've seen sets where stud shooters are hidden better than they are right now, but anyway, this is what we're going to get. So you can activate these stud shooters by this lever at the back. So let me pull that a little bit closer to you guys. So if you press down on this one, this mechanism, which is by a Technic pin, which runs through this black brick to the other Technic piece, and that pushes down on the spring-loaded shooters. And like we all know by now, these stud shooters so would be fired if I press down on here. So let me demonstrate that. It's a little bit hard to reach, as you can see. So like that, it shoots like that. So you can reload this. When I was building this, I accidentally fired these things. So if you press down on this, you also shoot the spring-loaded shooters, which is a little bit more convenient way to shoot them, because it's a little bit hard to reach this with your finger because of this this cannon build. So that's pretty irritating and hard to get to. But anyway, these symbol pieces, by the way, these are not printed pieces, they're stickers. Many of you guys hate stickers in Lego sets. I'm actually not bothered by stickers. I mean, if it's getting more accurate, why not? I mean, it's not like I'm going to take this apart and use pieces for something else. but yeah, I'm fine with stickers as it is. Anyway, this is the profile of the AAT. So yeah, it's not the best looking profile of this vehicle by far. I mean, it's looking so strange from the side. If I were to display this, I would display it from the front. I mean, that's the best looking look you're gonna get from this tank. But the side is just really ugly. It looks unfinished right here. Yeah, it could have looked better, and also it looks like Lego just stopped designing this for a second. I mean, they designed the front perfectly well in my opinion, but then you get to the back and then it's just open studs, just a slope piece, and then it just stops right here. I mean, that's just a little bit ugly in my opinion. I mean, you could have just continued this build right here to make it round like that. I mean, that would probably make it more expensive if you use more of these pieces, but this set is already $40, which is pretty expensive for what you're going to get. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shame that they didn't continue building right here. Anyway, in the previous models of AAT or model, you have this really cool hatch at the back which you could pull down, and if you pull that out, it had a little bit of a cart kind of thing. That was a great looking thing for this tank, but unfortunately this is just built shut. You can't access from the back, which is kind of a shame. Anyway, at the bottom we have a couple of tiles, a little bit of pink showing through there. I mean, it's not really anything bad, but it's just a fun fact that this had a little bit of fun color pieces inside. When I opened up the box, I was kind of surprised by the fact that they use pink bricks. Anyway, they use these clear pieces, and if I put this set down, it kind of, I have to give them that, it kind of looks like it's floating, right? I mean, in my opinion, it does. I mean, that's just really cool. That's just a really cool design element. But anyway, to the final part of this build is the top. So many of you guys said that this top is too big for the body. This body is small as it is, and then you have this cannon build, which is bigger than it should be for this base. But yeah, I mean, this whole set is pretty inaccurate, to be fair. But the model itself is looking okay, I guess. I mean, I take this over the 501st Battle Pack, to be quite honest. But yeah, I mean, this part is just way too long. For a original 1:1 scale, it would be fine, I guess. For a UCS build, it would be fine, but for this model, you had to make it shorter. I mean, you can pull this piece out, but you're stuck with this. So at the end, I'm going to show you the little bit of a modification to make it look better. Anyway, this cannon can move up and down. It can move up pretty far, even pretty much back. Anyway, great little detail with the two antennas. So one is actually a fence piece, and one is just a control stick, but it's just great for detail in my opinion. Anyway, about this cannon, one last thing is, I don't really like how this gray is looking right here. I mean, it's just kind of a boxy kind of thing. I don't know, I'm not for sure. I'm not really familiar with the AAT, to be quite fair, but this just looks, yeah, pretty ugly in my opinion. Could look better, you know. But anyway, this is the AAT. Nothing more I can show you. So let's go to the box and then my thoughts and conclusion on this set. So anyway, guys, this is the box of the set. Just a standard $40 box. Yeah, it's a great looking Photoshop of the tank. But anyway, one thing I find odd is they use scenery background from season 1. I'm not really sure what planet it was. Yeah, maybe I knew. I think it was Ryloth. I'm not really sure on that. I put it on the screen right now, which planet it was. So we use scenery from season 1, but then we use Ahsoka and a clone trooper from season 7. which is kind of odd. I mean, if just this tank would have been here, I wouldn't complain, but you get a Season 7 and Season 7 Clone Trooper on here as well, which is kind of odd. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing it out. But anyway, the product images of Lego sets are so clean. I mean, if you see this as a kid on the shelf, I would be sold. So to the back, it's kind of displayed. All the features are displayed like here, so you can move the hatch and everything. You can pull this to get the stud shooters or the spring-loaded shooters, and not really accurate, but this battle droid is reloading the AAT from the top, which is not really convenient in middle of battle. But anyway, just a nice looking box. It shows Ahsoka with her happy expression, and you can see that it's a very swivelable set. So anyway, that's it for the box. Nothing more to show you. The sides look pretty boring. This side looks pretty cool, sorry. This side looks pretty boring. The bottom we have a barcode, so that's basically everything about the box. So let's get to the final conclusion. So there you have it, the AAT or Armored Assault Tank. My thoughts on this set, it's a little bit on the expensive side. So when I got this set from the haul video, my first thoughts were that this set reminded me a lot of the Phantom 2 from 2017, price-wise as well. I mean, these are both $40 sets, which, yeah, I mean, if you were to put this set as a $30 set, that would have been great. But instead, we get two pretty exclusive minifigures right now, and they bump up the price to $40. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of, what do I think of it? I mean, $40 for this, I mean, it's a good looking AAT. It's not really that accurate. I mean, if you compare it to the films, this AAT is not accurate. Point. It's not accurate. But if you just look at it as a standalone set, I mean, that's looking pretty cool. I mean, look at this. I mean, if you display this with the General Grievous Starfighter, just like a kind of defensive kind of thing, I mean, that looks great. Personally, I'm not really interested in CIS ships, tanks, or armory and any kind of stuff. But when I saw this set first, I was kind of of the edge. I was not really sure what to think of this set, but yeah, I looked twice, looked 3 times, looked 4 times, and when I looked better and better and better, I started to like the set a lot more. I really like the colors on here. I mean, this navy blue kind of color just is so clean. I really like this, and you get pretty specialized pieces for this set as well. These big chunks, these big rounded chunks. I mean, I guess that's pretty expensive to make, but that just doesn't justify putting the set at $40. So my guess would be that $30 would be great, would be absolutely great. If this was $30, this would be sold out even quicker than it was already. But anyway, to the figures again. This 32nd Trooper is really desirable. The only set you can get this in, so I mean, from a marketing kind of view, it's really clever that they put one very desirable exclusive minifigure in this set. This is the only way you can get that minifig, so you're kind of forced to buy this whole set if you just want this minifigure. And this Ahsoka is looking really great. Only minus is of course the hairpiece, which kind of, I guess this paint, let me focus right here. I guess this paint would be kind of chipping off really quick. I just hope that, just like I said with the 501st review, that this would have arm printing, and probably Ahsoka would have looked better with perhaps even side printing and printing on the back of the legs. I'm not really sure if they do that by Lego, but that would give her a much better look. I mean, just the standard figures we're getting right now are still fine. Still really nice looking figures. You can also stack up on battle droids if you would like. This is my review of this set. Please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. I have more reviews coming up. Also have a speed build on my channel right now of the Solus 1 Grievous Starfighter, which also gets a review very short. But the set after this set is going to be the final dual set. Oh yeah, before I forget, I had this little modification for this AAT to make it look better than it is right now. So let me move these figs out of the way for a second. So what you're going to need is this Technic pin piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this front barrel section first. You're going to lay it down. You're going to pull out this whole rod. So you're going to remove these cylinder pieces, and then you're going to insert the front piece into the Technic pin, which is still in the build. What I like to do is take another one of these hollow pieces, insert the pin in there, and insert it in the front. So that looks, in my opinion, this looks better. But that's just a little modification to make it look not so oversized. Consider subscribing, consider liking this video to support my channel. But anyway guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you can pick up the set, definitely go ahead and do that. So thank you all and have a good one.